Good morning, this is Alan Buchanan, and I provide location advice to owners and occupants of industrial buildings in Southern California. And welcome to another edition of this Tuesday Traffic Tips. This week, once again, brought to you by the good folks at Client Look. Hey, sometimes you plan, you strategize, you pull some strings, you talk to as many people as possible, and for some reason you still don't get the outcome that you believed that you would achieve. So today I want to talk about what happens when you don't achieve that outcome. Now, many of you will say, gee, I didn't achieve the outcome, so I'm going to go into mourning for the next couple of weeks. That's probably the last thing that you ought to do. Sure, you ought to forgive yourself if you don't get the outcome that you think you should. But if you think about it, you may actually have gotten the outcome that you deserved. And sometimes, in retrospect, when the smoke clears, you can look back upon a series of events and something that happened, and you realize that the best thing, in fact, did happen. Sometimes it's difficult to see when we're in the midst of it, but as you reflect, you can realize that, hey, you know what? That happened exactly the way it should. The one thing that I would suggest is make sure that you learn from every single experience that you encounter. And if the learning isn't apparent, ask some folks about it. Say, hey, look, I just experienced XYZ. How would you have approached it differently? What would you have done? And learn from that. And that way you can avoid making that same mistake in the future. And you can also make sure that you achieve the results that you want. Alan Buchanan, make it a great week on Tuesday Traffic Tips.